Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
Okay, boys.
Seems I've drawn the short straw. Of course, I wouldn't dream of... complaining about it.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Fans.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Prepare for battle!
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
One arrow is all I need.
Pushing on without rest isn't ideal. I'm dead on my feet.
I fear for our chances if we were to be set upon now.
Oh yeah, baby.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomach for a few hours sleep?
I quite agree. At best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
One of us has been drenched.
We're fighting here, boys.
I will finish this here and now.
Cannot let down our guard even for a moment. Let's victory separation.
I think I get the idea.
Genius. My own master must hear us.
Well, well. Color me surprised. Come to think of it, our ranks have grown, yet we pawns are men, one and all.
'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
You ought not to go charging off the road.
Don't be such a one-horse. I know what I'm doing.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I will protect you. Most impressive, Master!
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Outstanding. You're so good. Do try not to catch cold. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
We're good, bud. And when I'm back in Chicago, he lives. Awesome. Out of fun, awesome.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
The Arisen has been put to sleep.
Focus your strength, Arisen! No one can defend themselves when trapped like this.
El vuelo pa' que se cae, fiel. Hey, what are you licking?
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
So.
Halt! You are approaching the gates of Vernworth, capital of Vermund. None may pass without the proper documents. If you've an entry permit, an invitation, or proof of citizenship, present it now. I see. So you are to meet with Captain Brandt. I shan't impede you then. Come with me.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, you should know that this individual fought valiantly to defend the troops. The Watchhead told me himself.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, you, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared. and in Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Ma'am. A good ma'am.
Just about anyway.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell. I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
One of life's great pleasures. All this work and
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look. Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the hope to see you again.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
So, we meet again. Need anything? Stop by again soon.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the former.
Commerce is the domain of clever mind. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is... Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items? Discuss perchance. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
This really is fine craftsmanship. Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids from the tell of it. Pray do be careful. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold could compare to a fellow life, eh?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my... case.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Now there's a thought.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
And if you want
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
As soon as you turn your back, out comes the dagger. I'll teach him a lesson he will soon forget.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
The undead have risen to face us! Only attacks will prove most effective against it.
We are to retreat then.
Little does our foe realize how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
Indeed, you are correct.
Half-light protection! If we keep on like this, victory shall soon be ours!
Let's save the celebrations for after, shall we?
The foe worthy of caution. Lord, save our best will do!
Now I understand. Well done. I never thought I'd see the day without being your man. I am grateful.
The paths to victory are myriad. That strategy never worked.
Unbelievable. try to tip the odds in our favor.
Now I understand. When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
Then we'd best fell it quickly, or else wait to its furies of silence.
All together now! We attack the swamp! The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Understood.
Not far to go now. Use your boots. Focus your strength, Arisen!
I'll have you know. For a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks.
Dude, Twinkle. Dude. Wait, wait, brothers. I'm just taking a nappy poop.
Tis weak to lightning strike.
If we know its weakness, we have got to exploit it.
Master, watch out! My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
sky is red.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
I will protect you.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner.
Shall I give it its comeuppance?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we...
By your...
You have my protection!
Tis a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness.
The fire must be put out! Aerok always burns! That was superb, Arita!
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
A firm push is what's needed here.
How big?
Most impressive, Master!
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Who's that asshole? I need help! I need help! That was a good combo.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
A firm push is what's needed here.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Arisen! Are you alright?
Nope.
Feast your eyes on this.
Was excellent! I could have done no better!
Nice of you to say so.
Cancel. Please. What the hell you guys be
Battle
doing?
is to be avoided, I take it. Arisen.
Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this sharp could be perilous.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. The griffin has been torched! Quick! Down the flames!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Pray, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in. Isn't commonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift.
Okay.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
In relation to that, the pawns here are all men, I notice.
I shouldn't at all mind if that were to change.
Quick! Douse the blade!
I have but two words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
king.
I'll go and open the chest.
Stay with me, Arisen. Halt, if you please.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times is an overconfident step so...
Oh my god.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
We've got goblins!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Now there's a thought.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
I shall not fail you! I would gladly be of aid.
That reminds me. The pawns here are all men, I notice.
I shouldn't at all mind if that were to change.
Making our report ought to be our next priority. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade. Ah, good. I just about breathed my fill of stagnant air.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I suppose 'tis so.
I'll go and open the chest. Tis pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead.
I suppose 'tis too much to ask that we pass through unmolested. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Time to be heading.
thick of things, me.
Mine's pretty awkward to take me here.
Polished it this morning.
Let her try and stop me.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite, though no definitive records remain.
Where are you going?
Dead on my feet.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
The rules at your
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah! I see you have a great... You may now change your vocation to warrior. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you would... Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? You may now change your vocation. What's more, I beg...
A moment long awaited.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should... Be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Our foes will quail in the wake of your fearsome blows, Master.
I can just imagine the look of horror on our enemies' faces. I almost feel sorry for them.
You're asking for it.
This is the last straw.
Whatever's to be done.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor. I dare say, I
shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. Fair travels, Arisen.
Yeah.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and delighted to meet you. Especially if we...
I know precisely when a curative is. I hope I can count on you in a scrape.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us.
Who are you there? Your presence is requested.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
There are worse things than turning in early.
I can't tell you how
Our adventure continues.
Off we go, then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
What? Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
What to do? This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. Off we trot.
It's hard to imagine a world empty of monsters.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Why there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. My thanks, sir. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the... That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. Splendid! Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monster. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We've a delivery to make, 'twould seem.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. time to be heading home. Suppose I better get the ox.
Thanks, brothers.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
It's been a hard day.
Come now, stop and... Watch a moment.
What am I to do? He really ought to... These writings could be of import.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fool said he was going to look. I'll go and search for him. I'm not afraid of monsters. So I thought, please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Go into the forest. This won't work, will it? I could see the route, but my brother and I are the only ones. I suppose there's only one thing. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch over me. Keep me safe. Right.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from... She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her.
Don't we have a report to make, Master? For one day.
It's this way.
Seems naught ever goes right. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Seems naught ever goes right.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift. Ah, yes. Give me a moment to recall the way. I can guide you there if you wish.
I suppose we'll just have to go where we're bid. Good thing we're used to thinking on our feet.
Seems naught ever goes right.
Not a foe in sight.
Oh, what a shame. How are we to prove our mettle now?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Fine, Slayer.
Glad to be of service.
Seems naught ever goes right.
Holy shit, shit.
I don't like this place at all.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
Goblins approach!
Hurting yet?
Keep up the fight! I'm on my way!
Glad to see you have the matter in hand.
This one's ours and make no mistake.
It was a near thing.
I think I'll be all right.
Save your thanks, Norbert.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, the sooner the better.
You'll hear no complaint.
Our duty is a worthy one. To escort our charge safely and intact.
I'm just glad to live another day. This is my sort of place. The more...
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
That's it!
Back at last.
Aye, I'm exhausted.
Good on you. Just take... You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have... My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. We managed to save Norbert. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let...
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
We've naught to discuss.
Ought you neither me?
Thanks, friend.
We've naught to discuss.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband.
I just want to live as I please.
A ladder, is it?
Alas, would that you were our so...
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
What business have you here?
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Here at the inn, I get so many customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But... enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Always another errand is one of life's great pleasures.
No hurry to leave. Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
These old bones can hardly...
This won't last long. It's this way.
Mayhap I'll come here and have a day to myself.
Apologies.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Let me be, would you?
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Hey,
come on, mate.
I ain't
You
keen.
feared?
You should be.
There! Faster! Up top of it!
We're still in a fight.
Think you stand a chance?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I'll not take that from you. I'll not take that from you.
You're not lived to regret this.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
Whatever.
We've arrived. 'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
That's it. I've had enough.
But I've got the coin.
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it.
The lad seemed rather ignorant of the world.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you.
Okay.
You're the thank you again, sir.
Oh. Where are you going?
Ah, you've returned. Splendid. The cart reached its destination safe and sound.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for long. longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Tis as you say.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you? Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten. Always a pleasure.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was...
In my line of business...
I brought you something.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Leave the finding of equipment enhancing The power of magic is replete with possibilities.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. If ever you've need of an ear to listen.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an...
Welcome and well met. Don't think... Always a pleasure.
Nice to see you again. This place is lovely. I might stay a while.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating.
Right, though no definitive records remain.
Did you need something, dear?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Look at my wares.
Welcome and well met. The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Coin's no good if you work yourself to
Set my nose to the ground.
Your Majesty, 'tis not a matter for prying ears.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all thought. May have I'll set out on my own adventures someday.
As I informed you, should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable for the coronation. It was the late of the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation? I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. There were last...
'Tis our duty to bring the beast.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Would that I could undertake. What say you, your Majesty? Very well. I would not think to press you on this matter. Perhaps you would consider taking on a different task then. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demanded Wald, and many a time as the magistrate Our laws dictate that your Majesty. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? Very well. I would not think to press you on this matter. Perhaps you would consider taking on a different task then. Do not forget that we worked.
These writings could be of import.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Do come again.